Hello everybody, welcome to 2023 and thank you very much for a great 2022. This is not a the problem is video, but rather a overview of what's coming in 2023. According to JP Morgan, it looks like 2023 is going to be another great year in the automotive repair business with an increased auto repair service demand. So let's get ready and attack the issues that we have at hand. This is our showroom right here where we have some of our tools lined up. Some of you may be familiar with our fuel fill system, which we have in the shops quite a few of, and also the oil, clean oil system. This is the pump and the tool, and for those of you that are not familiar with it, it's a system where you have a drain plug that takes the place of the factory drain plug in the pan. And it has a sealing cap that's installed on top. And inside there's a little valve. You can then install this tool onto it. And it allows you to cleanly and very fast and without any splashing of oil going anywhere, to do an oil change in the shop and keep it very clean. We have several dealers across the US that are using this system right now, and they're installing the plug into every new and used car they sell, and then reaping the benefits of when the car comes back. They can do a clean service while you're waiting. Technicians don't get oil in their hands and all that good stuff. They're using this vacuum regulator kit to install it on new and used cars without having to drain the oil. Simply put this onto the oil cap, and you can put vacuum on a crankcase that holds the oil in, and you can install the oil plug without having to drain the oil. That's out there and has been out there for over a year. Here we're looking at a couple of things that are not out yet. This is actually on the B3X and B4X formats. You see where the oil comes out. If you have the under panel like this, where the oil comes out of the engine, it tends to splash out and spray onto the suspension component and make a bunch of mess. So this keeps it all from happening, and this little flapper keeps it going down into the drain bucket nice and easy. On the filter side, on this guy here that just fell, it has a funnel that goes up and around. You see the oil filter housing here. It fits very snugly onto it. So the oil drains out without getting onto the under panel, saves a bunch of time. It's nice for the technicians. And this is more of kind of the same format. This is the issue with the V8s where you have the filter that likes to splash oil out to the sides. We have a upside down oil drain funnel. It inserts like this. There's a little hook you push and it stays in on its own. And then over here on the oil drain side, where you can see the oil drain plug is close to the edge. This one has the AGA plug in it, but for the regular ones, when you take it out, it tends to splash out. A lot of technicians are familiar with having to shove racks in there or clean it off with brake cleaner and stuff like that, which takes a long time. And sometimes you don't get it all off, and it creates a comeback. People are mad that they're dripping in the garages and so forth. So here we have a super simple little device that installs into the pan. The outer pattern also allows it to install it into the fabric kind of underbelly pants that you see here. And the applications go on and on and on. It fits a lot of vehicles. But in short, you insert it here into the pan. You turn this up. It makes a connection point to the oil pan on the engine, and therefore no splashing can go out to the sides. And the same over here on the filter side. It goes around the oil filter cap. When you unthread it, all the oil comes down and not on top of this chassis stiffening plate, which is really time consuming to take out. Right here we have the jack rod. I think a lot of you guys are probably familiar with that. That's the device that turns a regular floor jack into a jack stand by inserting it like that. Here we have the lift table. A lot of you guys have used it and are familiar with it. A couple of things you may not know is we have this strut support, which is an accessory you can put on. It holds the struts from flopping out to the side and damaging the paint and fenders. And we also have a big beam that goes on it that a lot of people use when they're removing batteries. It's not on there right now. Maybe there's some running out in the shop. Let's take a look. Here we have Naveed and Rich. Rich is sales manager for AGA Tools. A lot of you guys may have seen Rich at the NACs or the shows, or if you call in, that's the guy you're talking to. Let's take a look in the shop. Here we are coming out into the shop. On the left here we have our assembly room. In here, we just finished assembling some of our remote pumps. These are the ones that the guys that are doing fleet service use with the fleet system, and they come out to the car, connect to the oil drain plug and suck it out this way with this pump that can stay on the ground. It's powered with a Milwaukee battery, so super easy to use and fast for the operator. Here we're getting ready, just setting up for another wheel lock tool built. You guys probably seen that or are familiar with it. This is the insert that goes into the box so you don't lose the parts. And yeah, over here in the middle of doing some N63 valve stem seal tool kits, final assembly, packaging, and quality assurance. And over on this side right here, we have the plug tester. This is a tester that we have made in-house. So every single oil drain plug that we sent out has been pressure tested prior to leaving AGA Tools. Out here in the shop, you have our shipping area. A lot of you guys may not know, but we ship typically the same day that we receive an order. So if you're calling in California, up till 4 o'clock, it goes out the same day. Or if you're on the East Coast, up till 7 o'clock in the evening, you can call in an order or place it on the web, and it will actually ship the same day, and you could have it the next morning if you choose. That's something that you should definitely take advantage of if you have a car with a valve stem seal tool or something like that you need desperately quickly to be able to do the service for the customer. Take advantage of that. Out here in the shop, we have our development area. We have 2 in-ground lifts that we use for prototyping parts and working on vehicles strictly for development. We don't do any servicing or any repairs whatsoever. It's strictly for development of parts. Right here, chucked up in the engine stand, we have our new side engine adapters. This one right here is for the 3 and 4 cylinders, so the B3X and B4X motors. And this one is installed on the super cool BMW engine stand that rotates very nicely like this. But if you don't have one of those and a more traditional type of engine stand, they mount right up with that flange to those as well, as you can see right here. This one here is for the B58 motors. A lot of guys might say that I'm not really familiar with it. Why would you want to mount it on the side? Well, the B58 and the other motors, for that reason, have the timing chain and everything mounted here on the back where the bell housing is. So if you use a traditional engine bracket, you can't get to any of this stuff that you typically want to work on with the engine out. That's the reason for having the bracket come in from the side. Let's take a look over on the CNCs and see what's happening over there. This thing that you're passing by right here is an oil system that we are developing for fleet customers. Customers that are utilizing the AGA clean oil plug. If they're going out doing a bunch of services on Sprinter vans or Ford Transits or Dodge Rams or whatever is being used for big deliveries by Amazons and other companies like that. This is a quick loop system. It has metering handles. They're not there right now, but it has metering handles for dispensing and holds 4 different grades of new oil, and used oil here in this middle tank. Here you can see some of the lift tables being prepped and worked on, set up by the guys here. Over here on the small CNC, we have the handbrake cable repair bracket for the F30, F32s, F80, F82s. It's a real common failure on them. This bracket allows you to replace the plastic bracket with a billet aluminum bracket, and it holds the cable in place without breaking. Yeah, on the big CNC machine right now, we're in the middle of machining another batch of these engine supports. Here you see it in the machine, but basically it's these long, heavy-duty channels of steel. We machine them and surface them so they're straight on all sides. Drill and tap them so you can extend the fixtures or install the extended fixtures on them. And they're great for subframe removal, battery removal, and stuff like that, where you need a really big pattern on the lift table. So that was a quick overview. Another part here that is being worked on right now is our universal transmission jack head. This is designed to go on top of our lift table, and it can adjust in and out, back and forth, and tilt. So very universal for transmission removal. Don't have to have a separate transmission jack. You can use it right on the adapter that's supplied with the lift table. So anyway, that was a quick shop roundup. We look forward to a great 2023 with you guys. And if you guys have any feedback, anything that's bothering you guys every day, a tool you may need, something that's gonna make your life easier and make you money, don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. Happy New Year.